Ever feel like you're just going through the motions, trapped in a cycle of habits and choices that don't serve you? You wake up each day, promising it'll be different, but find yourself falling into the same patterns, same routines, and still can't figure out what's wrong. It's like you're on a carousel that never stops. Well, you are not alone. Many men go through the same struggle, but the hardest part of this automated behavior is that you cannot point out what's causing it. So today, we'll discuss a few of the common-looking habits that are the pressing cause of this zombie behavior. Your life is your invitation to press pause, step off, and start walking a new path. Let's dive in. First habit is music consumption. The habit of music consumption, especially in the modern context, is more than just a leisure activity. It's a tool used by elites to subtly program minds. The shift to a 440 Hz tuning frequency in music, orchestrated by influential figures, has a profound psychological impact. This frequency alters the way we process thoughts and emotions, essentially distorting our perception of reality. When people continuously consume music, especially through personal devices like headphones, they're not just enjoying art. They're immersing themselves in a soundscape that shapes their consciousness in specific ways. This phenomenon can be likened to a subtle form of mind control, where repeated exposure to certain frequencies and lyrical content can lead to a shift in thinking patterns and emotional responses. This is evident in how certain songs or genres evoke specific moods or thoughts. The implication is significant. By controlling the soundtrack of our lives, there's an indirect influence on our worldview and decision-making process. Reducing or being selective about music consumption can thus be a form of reclaiming one's mental autonomy, ensuring that thoughts and emotions are more authentically ours and less a product of external programming. Furthermore, excessive music consumption can significantly impact attention span, focus, and social interactions. It creates a constant background noise, leading to a reduced ability to concentrate on tasks or engage in deep thinking. This continuous auditory stimulation can condition the brain to expect constant input, making silence or focused work feel uncomfortable. In the long run, these effects can contribute to the development of certain personality disorders, as they interfere with the natural development of social skills. But is music the only evil that is destroying your mental health and ability to lead a normal life? Second habit is heedlessness. Heedlessness essentially means living with zero self-awareness. It's a cycle of daily life where many men are unaware of a simple truth. Food turns into energy, and that energy is limited. Therefore, it should be spent only for purposeful tasks. However, a lack of such awareness leads to mindlessly expending this energy on secondary, destructive activities like aimless scrolling, watching explicit content, excessive phone conversations, and prolonged gaming. This heedless behavior results in a significant disconnect between one's actions and their life goals. Psychologically, heedlessness is linked to impulsivity and a lack of executive control, which are critical functions of the brain involved in planning, decision-making, and prioritizing. When men engage in activities without purpose or clear intent, they are essentially operating on autopilot, allowing their base impulses to dictate their actions. This lack of mindful engagement not only wastes energy, but also hampers the development of self-discipline and goal-oriented behaviors. To counter this, men should consciously allocate their energy to actions that align with their goals and values, ensuring every task, no matter how small, is infused with purpose and intention. Heedlessness is directly related to another horrible habit that men simply can't avoid, and the impact of this third habit on thinking is even more deeper than music or heedlessness. The third habit is information overload. Information overload has severe cognitive consequences. In today's digital era, we are bombarded with an unprecedented volume of information. A study by the University of California, San Diego, found that the average person consumes about 34 gigabytes of data and information daily, a significant increase from previous decades. This constant influx can lead to information overload. a state where our ability to process and retain information is overwhelmed by the sheer quantity we're exposed to. This deluge of data doesn't just challenge our cognitive abilities, it also hinders our decision-making and productivity. Studies show that constant exposure to excessive information can lead to decision fatigue, reducing our ability to make sound judgments. It also scatters our focus, making it harder to concentrate and complete tasks effectively. This constant bombardment of data can induce a state known as analysis paralysis, where the decision-making process is stalled due to the overabundance of choices and information. As a result, critical tasks may receive less attention, and overall output is diminished. To mitigate these effects, it's essential to adopt strategies for managing information intake. Prioritizing information based on relevance and immediate necessity can help in maintaining focus and making more effective decisions. Additionally, setting boundaries for information consumption, such as designated times for checking emails or browsing the internet, can prevent cognitive overload and preserve mental energy for important tasks. All the three habits that we have discussed today are really hard to notice due to their common nature, but the truth is often shocking and unpredictable. Consistent presence of these behaviors in your life can often lead to a state called mental masturbation, and unfortunately, this is even worse than its physical counterpart. Learn more about this concept in this video. Greatness awaits you.